Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. We're going to start off with a few cards from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested in a personal reading, everything you need to know is in the description box below. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. Okay. So for your first card, I've been burping. So I feel like for somebody here, there could be something that you need to release. And with getting the Queen of Cups for the first card, I feel like there is something emotional or mental or spiritual here that you need to release, an energy or something physical that you need to release. This card says calm, caring, cool, grace and control, motivated by compassion. This really makes me think that this is the type of character, or what is it called? I'm not sure, but this Queen of Cups energy is an energy that I feel like you're being called to embody. I'm distracted by something. I don't know if I see a bug or something. But maybe for you, there could be distractions here, emotional distractions, certain thoughts that are distracting, maybe certain frustrations or disappointments. There could also be an outcome here, or many outcomes here that you've been frustrated with or disappointed about. I just saw 2, 3, 4. That's a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. It definitely feels like the main theme of this reading is emotional stability and spiritual growth. Not only are you being called to heal, but also to gain wisdom. And I definitely feel like you're being called to do something with this new energy and this information. I guess what some would call purpose. Maybe your career could be significant, or a project. We have the Ten of Swords, painful ending, grief, loss, heavy emotions. I'm reminded of something that I said when I was recording readings earlier today. It was about empathy, which is interesting with the Queen of Cups here, because empathy is it's an emotionally mature thing, and I guess in my opinion. But I said something about how, like, I don't know what it feels like to lose someone, but I do know what grief feels like. This could be, this could be about anything, because if this reading is for more than one person, generally speaking, there's a painful ending here that you're being called to heal from, to find peace with, to find closure with, especially with the number 10. I just heard finality. This painful ending needs to come to an end. And now that I think about it, I don't think painful endings really come to an end until we choose to accept and forgive and move on. Whether this is about acceptance and forgiveness with ourselves, with someone else, the universe, in general, it's like a softening type of feeling. You need to allow yourself to grieve, no matter what's it about. So that way your mind can have the room to make your dreams come true. There's something about the past here that will keep you stuck in the past if you do not let go. If you're not already, you're being encouraged to convince yourself to move forward somehow. 5, 4, 3. Maybe there's a certain narrative here that you have the ability to change. Maybe it's your own narrative, your own story. There could be something significant here about writing. And healing, for anyone who needs to know, it is not something, it can be beautiful, but it can also be ugly. So all I can say is allow the ugly. Let yourself do whatever you need to do to heal. Of course, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else. I mean, you're not really healing if you're hurting people, but, I feel here as well that the universe and your spirit guides, they really want to connect with you. I feel this depressive type of energy, a lot of grief, a lot of sadness. And I think the universe and your spirit guides want to help you find more faith and trust in whatever grief that you are facing or feeling. There's something for you to take from this loss, that you are experiencing something to gain, but you have to be open to seeing what there is to gain rather than what there is to lose, which, I don't know, me personally, it helps to find the silver lining, even no matter how tragic or difficult the loss is. I'm gonna go ahead and get your next card. We have the Justice card. There could be something significant here about public speaking. And I also noticed that this Queen of Cups and Jack here at the podium are faced in the same direction, which is towards this Ten of Swords. I love that the Justice card and the Ten of Swords are on the table, because this means that there is potential, real potential, for you to find closure, to move on, and to do something impactful and meaningful with the pain and the struggle that you have experienced. Maybe this is a part of your story that's important, if someone else were reading it, Maybe think about things in that perspective of, like, if someone was reading your story, I don't know. It's really interesting though. The Justice card has the number 11 on it, which comes down to the number 2. That's making me think of Judgment and the High Priestess. Maybe your intuition is trying to tell you something or show you something, and you're really being encouraged to pay attention to and follow that calling. I'm going to wrap up this reading with a card from this box. If you didn't already know, these are cards that I made myself. Interesting. We have sometimes the best things are unplanned with a heart, and that's supposed to be a sun, but I don't know what happened up there. But yeah, this reminds me of an interesting take or perspective that I had on the unknown recently. You may be faced with uncertainty or trying to find closure with uncertainty, the darker, more unknown aspects of life. But it's also good to remember that surprises come from the unknown, good surprises. That makes me want to say, as I say sometimes, that miracles happen just as much as tragedy. And it's a matter of what we choose to focus on in terms of how things will play out for the greater good of all. We collectively need to have a shift in perspective. So definitely know that you're not alone. Like things that you feel internally, even though you feel alone because nobody can see or feel that, you're not. I feel like you're being reminded here that everything is connected. I saw 111. You're being encouraged to trust yourself, especially if you're facing dark and uncertain times. And I just saw 1111. Stronger confirmation to trust yourself, and a reminder that your dreams, your wishes, the difference you want to make, whatever it is that you desire, is possible. Of course, as long as it's not hurting you or anyone else. Any vision or dreams that you have is possible. And I really do feel someone here who is meant to be speaking in front of people. That doesn't have to resonate for everybody. The Justice card says, search for truth, new perspectives, think through decisions. I feel like that's a message to not make any decisions at this time. No, big decisions. Because your emotions might be influencing your decision in a way that is not healthy. This search for truth, that really highlights a need for answers here. Allow yourself to be curious, to find deeper meaning. Allow the universe and your spirit guides to show you what you need to see about yourself. Sometimes the best things are unplanned. Energy feels mysterious. Maybe after all of this hard work, maybe this justice energy has a surprise attached to it. You find closure, you balance the energies, and something comes out of that, something exciting that you would love. It's pretty vague. But yeah, I think that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.